Enlightenments. While practicing as an undergraduate of medicine at the University of Santo Tomas, Dr. Pio Valenzuela administered free medical treatment to patients and came face to face with the misery and suffering of his countrymen. Through Luciano de Guzman of Angat, Bulacan, he became aware of the existence of kataas-taasang kagalang-galangan ng Katipunan ng mga anak ng bayan or Katipunan, founded by Andres Bonifacio on July 7, 1892, the very same night of Dr. Jose Rizal's arrest. When Dr. Pio learned about Rizal's banishment, he decided to join the Katipunan on July 15, 1892.
Recognition.
Recognition. 3 years after joining the Katipunan, Dr. Pio Valenzuela emerged as the second most powerful official of the organization. He was elected to the Supreme Council as Fiscal and Physician on December 31, 1895, with Andres Bonifacio as Supremo, Emilio Jacinto as Secretary, Vicente Molina as Treasurer, and 5 other members. Dr. Pio formed a triumvirate with Bonifacio and Jacinto in recognition of his valuable contribution and services to the movement.
Commitment. Because of the Supremo's trust in the competence, dedication, and loyalty of Dr. Pio, he was given some of the most delicate and dangerous mission. Dr. Pio established a Katipunan branch in his own hometown of Polo and the neighboring town of Obando with Gregorio Flamenco as president and Cristiano Agustins, Francisco Duque and Elpiano Fernandez as member. He also organized branches in Malolos, Bulacan, Candaba, and Arayat, Pampanga, Manila, Morong, now Rizal, Laguna, and Cavite.
Dissemination. The printing of Ang Kalayaan, the official organ of Katipunan, was the brainchild of Dr. Pio. It was printed in his house at number 35 Labisari Street, Manila in the middle of March 1896. To conceal the identities, Bonifacio used the pen name Agapito, Launlaan Jacinto, Pinkian, and Valenzuela Madlang Away, which signified his readiness to fight from the country. The first and only issue of Ang Kalayaan was a major factor in the tremendous increase of the movement's membership from less than 300 in January 1896 to more than 30,000 in August 1896 at the outbreak of the revolution.
Consultation. Preparing for an impending revolution, the Supremo called for a general meeting of Katipunan on May 1, 1896 in Ugong, Pasig, where Dr. Pio presented a resolution to solicit funds for the purchase of arms from Japan. The officers agreed to consult Dr. Jose Rizal, who was exiled in Dapitan, electing Dr. Pio as emissary. Dr. Pio arrived in Dapitan on June 21, 1896, aboard the mail ship Venus. He briefed Dr. Jose Rizal on the existence of Katipunan, its revolt to free the Philippines from Spanish tyranny through the armed struggle, and the effort to secure arms from Japan. Rizal approved the society's plans, but expressed concerns that premature outbreak of war without much needed arms from the Japanese would be fatal and disastrous. Before leaving the Dapitan, Dr. Pio presented Dr. Rizal with a revolver, and Dr. Rizal in return gave him a caning cane and bust carved by himself.
Bravery. After its discovery of the Katipunan by the Spanish friars on August 19, 1896, authorities began to arrest suspected Katipunan members. By August 22, the Supremo, together with some 2,000 members, gathered at Kangkong. Finding the place too small, the crowd decided to move to Pugadlawin, seeking refuge in the property belonging to Melchor Aquinosan. There, the revolutionaries debated on commencing the war by August 29. The meeting ended with the tearing of cedulas and the shouting of Long live the Philippines! Long live the Katipunan!
Day Sacrifice. 3 days after the strike of Pugadlawin, the Supremo asked Dr. Pio to travel to Pateros and Binal to inform and alert the people on the planned attack of Manila. While in Binal, Dr. Pio learned that General Ramon Blanco has declared martial law in Manila and the neighboring provinces. He immediately went back to the city, and upon learning that he was being killed by government agents, he gave himself up in order that he might not lead authorities to other.
Endurance. From Malacanang, Dr. Pio was brought to Intramuros and sent to Bilibid prison. Charged with sedition and illegal association, he was convicted and sentenced to life imprisonment in exile and shipped to Spain, in Barcelona and later to Madrid and Malaga. He was finally incarcerated in Melilla, a solitary outpost in the Spanish Morocco in northern Africa. Patriotism. Upon the signing of the Treaty of Paris, ceding the Philippines to the United States, Filipinos serving in Spanish prisons were ordered released. Dr. Pio was repatriated on April 1, 1899, but he was not immediately released upon his return to the country. The Americans finding him dangerous for his refusal to pledge allegiance to the United States. It was only when Antonio Luna was assassinated in Cabanatuan that Dr. Pio decided not to return to the front, ending his revolutionary career with sadness and bitterness for the death of his true friends, Bonifacio and Luna, in the hands of General Emilio Aguinaldo's men. While still in prison, he was elected as Polo's first municipal president on September 6, 1899.
Service to people. Dr. Pio served the town of Polo as doctor and municipal president upon his release from prison. On October 8, 1900, he married Marciana de Castro and had 10 children. He was elected governor of the province of Bulacan twice, battling corruption and vices during his term from 1919 to 1925. He did not misuse or abuse his power, serving his people with honesty and devotion, virtues he inherited from Katipunan. After retiring from politics, he continued his medical practice, serving the rich and poor alike. He died on April 6, 1956, leaving us a legacy of unquestioned integrity of patriotism.